F-Zero, I love you, but now is not the time, because we've got to play some Secret of Mana. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. I don't actually say it like mana. And we are gonna pick up from where we last left off, which, like, I don't remember where that is, but me and Genavieve B played a good hour or two of this game the day before my birthday. Oh, and Nick D made it to Kippo Village. And I think, Asim, what we need to do now is go back into Gaia's navel, Coco. Ooh, and I've got a spear. This game's great. This is gonna be like probably the third or this isn't the fourth time I've streamed or played through this game for YouTube, is it? I think it's the third. But the last time I played this was actually pretty recently. I would say it was maybe about a year ago. Around that. And the reason I'm playing through it again so soon is because I promised that in 2025, the year of our YouTube, that I would play all the way through every game on the SNES Classic, and this happens to be one of them. So I decided, you know what, it's a long game, I better start it now, so I can get to the other long games like Earthbound and Final Fantasy III that are on the SNES Classic as well. Happy birthday, miss the streams. Yo, Coco, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Alex S., good afternoon, how are you as well? Today I've decided that we'll do some more squats if we get any donations. And I also decided, you know what, if you donate a membership, not only will I do squats, but I'll let you pick what weapon I use for a little while. Depending on the donation. The year of our SNES. I'm getting the SNES Classic. It's a cute little machine, Coco, and it's got some awesome games on it. A lot of them you can find on the Nintendo Switch, like, for example, with the NSO, the online service. But some of them you can't, like Final Fantasy III, you gotta get that on the Pixel Remaster? What is it called? Oh, that's my Discord. Let me turn that off. I do have a Discord, by the way. There's a link to it in the video description. But I think for now, I gotta come back to this castle, because this is Gaia's navel. OBS says I reconnected. Alright, seems like everything's fine now. I'm just gonna use the spear for a while with this lady. Are we back, everybody? So, yeah, so I was explaining, last time I was here, Asim is still here, too. Good. Jordy leveled up. Last time I was here, the girl character, who I've named Jordy after my friend Jordy Pants, she was like, why are we here? We're not supposed to be here. Let's go to LNA's castle, which is through the crazy haunted forest. Side order, I see you. OMG, that's me, says Jordy Pants. I was just talking about you. So yeah, basically the Jordy character was like, this cave is stupid and we shouldn't be here. And so we were like, okay, let's go somewhere else. Yo, these slimes are intimidating. And I should set my AI character's action grid to do something other than run away like a coward. Let's have him be like a lot more aggressive. There we go. So yeah, anyway, this Jordy character was like, this cave is dumb, let's not go here. And you do get the option to tell her, like, I want to explore the cave, you go away. But instead what we did was we were like, okay, let's go to the woods. Because that's the way to get to LNA's castle. The whole part of this plot is that this girl's boyfriend was sent to fight the witch LNA, who's been, like, eating people or something. Not in the way Jordy usually does. But, like, once we got to the woods, we found out, like, there's a small barrier in our way. There's no way we'll get past it without an axe. Possibly we can get one in Gaia's navel. Gaming since the 80s and quick guns, I see you. So now she's like, alright, now let's go through this dumb cave. Yo, Elvon and Ken, did we get to the secret yet? I will let you know. Jordy didn't wish Karma happy birthday on his birthday. Selvala? She mighta. Not a coward, a brave, noble hero. Yes. Yeah, but I have to set his action grid to do brave and noble things. Never had the actual SNES, so I'm really excited. Oh, man, Coco. I love me the SNES Classic. So yeah, I am playing this on the SNES Classic, which is why you may see like a bit of like a border around the screen. Border. As a matter of fact, let me show you. If I hit the reset button on this little machine over here that I can possibly show you later, if I bring the camera up, I can go to the display and set the frame around the game to be like, let's do this, or you know what? Let's do this crazy pink one. And then let's get back to the game. OMG, that's so cool. Yeah, Yoel Von, and there's like, you know, there's a bunch of display settings you can mess with. You can make it look, like more like a CRT TV with like the scan lines on it if you want. Secret of Mana or Secret of Evermore? Which do you prefer? Gaming since the 80s, for some reason, I just could not stand Secret of Evermore. Ooh, I got poison. Look at that. My character turns a different color, and my health ticks down. I think it's always the same amount when you get poisoned. Like, you lose a static amount of HP from poison. So in other words, it doesn't scale with your level or your max HP. So poison, more of a big deal in the early game than it is later, because it's always going to do like 20 damage or however much that was. And like now, 20 damage is like a quarter of my health, but later it's going to be 20 damage, you know? It's going to be not that much. Is there an F-Zero background like Tetris 99? No, Ken, but this machine does have F-Zero on it. So there's an F-Zero game. Anyway, yeah, just like chopping up some fungus over here. Whoops, I didn't mean to leave that battle. I didn't mean to disengage from my foes there. Oh, as a matter of fact, I think I want to go back up there. Because Nick D reaches level 7. Chop chop is right, Jordy Pants. Because I think, Ace's Call, there's a valuable treasure if I go this way. Yeah, as a matter of fact, this is the secret of mana right here, is in this treasure chest. I'll fight this guy's sister while I let him sleep. Oop, I woke him up, because I took his stuff. But I found the magic rope. And you can tie some people up with this magic rope, but also what it does... I mean, in other words, it can function like a regular rope, but if I use it inside a dungeon... and I don't want to show it to you now because of what it does. It will do this little dance, and it will rise up to the top of the screen like I've cast the Epor spell in Shadowgate, and it will bring me out of the dungeon. It will bring me to the entrance like an escape rope in Pokemon, or like casting the exit spell in Dragon Warrior, and Medical Herb won't fit. But if you'd like to see it, it looks kind of like a normal rope. Don't be fooled. It's magic. It's magical, as a matter of fact. Medical herb, says Jordy Pants. It's, you're right. It's called a medical herb. It cures status ailments, if you know what I mean. But also it looks like a radish, so you can put it in stew. It looks like a heart with some grass, actually. Why is Mana holding secrets? Quick Guns, Mana is trying to tell us the secrets, but we're not listening. Ken, I see you with the trees emoji. Herb. Alex Sparks? Yeah, my favorite is, oregano. Which is how some cultures unironically pronounce it. Wait, so the rope is a secret? I don't believe you. Well, it's not anymore, Jordy Pants. Candy! Yeah, that's right. That's why I used the candy before I opened that treasure chest, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to hold it. Ah, Nick D's poisoned. Yeah, Nick D pretty toxic. Say that. Oh, and at this point I can probably charge my spear attack up to level 1. Let me show you what that looks like. A lot of these charge attacks, they hit fairly hard. Jordy leveled up again. But a lot of them involve running up to the enemy, stopping for a second, making yourself very vulnerable for a moment before you jab an enemy with a weapon. So in other words, like, if I unleash a level 1 spear attack, Jordy will run right up to the enemy, be like, hey, hit me, for like a full second before she pokes a dude. So it can easily get interrupted by an enemy being like, oh, okay. A punch. That's annoying. Yeah, Yo Elvon, it is. And that's why some attacks, aside from being more powerful than other attacks, like the level 2 spear attack, not only is it more powerful than the level 1 attack, it's just way better because, like, you don't charge up to an enemy then stop with your eyes closed, you know? Like, she'll spin the spear around overhead before she charges and smacks an enemy, which is just way better than running straight up to an enemy and stopping for a second. Level 2 spear attack. Ken? I'll give you the level 2 spear attack. Hey, let's open up this treasure chest. Oh, there was a bomb. There was a bomb inside that treasure chest. It did 9 damage to me. Pretty typical for a bomb, ping penguin. AGA, BAGA, AGA, AGA, BAGAGA. Ping penguin? What is baga aga aga bagaga? What is that? Those are the buttons I spam when I play Soul Calibur. Kraken, what's going on? Level 3 spear is great because you throw it and it does massive damage. You're probably thinking of Secret of Evermore. In this game, you do not throw a spear, but there is a javelin that you get that's separate from the spear that you do throw. These slime enemies, super obnoxious, not as cute as the slimes in Dragon Quest. And they will replicate if you don't kill them fast enough. The noise I make when I stretch, I like that. Very slimes, yeah. A scene? It's slime time, says Rogue Effect. Rogue Effect, I wanted to thank you so much for your donations the other day. Rogue Effect dropped a cool hundo the other day on my birthday, which was Sunday, by the way. And he did that while I wasn't streaming. Not to mention he donated another $69 while I was streaming. But, great birthday. Thank you so much. Had an excellent time with Genavieve B. Then, this morning, I got myself a little cappy, some coffee. No, says Rogue Effect, with the cool sunglasses emoji. Did anyone... Oh, NP is what he meant to say. Did anyone else want to get slimed on Nickelodeon as a child, or just me? Jordy Pants, apparently my friend Kira H. personally knows Danny Tamborelli. My, oh my, you from the surface? A while ago, a sprite's child was washed down here. It's doing magic tricks. These people probably have like a southern accent for some reason. You can hear rumblings from somewhere even deeper than here. Sounds like digging. I'll give him like a stone cold Steve Austin voice. This is the village of dwarfs. Give me a hell yeah. I can't do his voice, but I imagine that would be perfect for the dwarves. There's so many small earthquakes. Here, I'll show you one. There, did he do that? Did he make that one happen on his own? Ooh, let's buy some clothing. Avis, what's good, party people? PS4 Pro is back in the shop. Hopefully it needs new thermal paste. What? Ever played Seiken Densetsu 1? Ah, Kraken. So yeah, you're talking about the prequel to this game, which is called Final Fantasy Adventure. That game rules. Yes, that's another game that it's a Game Boy game from 1991, but it was so good that I was like, let's stream this multiple times. Hey, let's buy ourselves some power wrists. Surprisingly good item for this early on in the game. I can also get a spiky suit, huh? And some headgear. It's like dental headgear. Helps you with your teeth to straighten them out. Good effect. Baston. Welfare checks. What's going on? Thermal paste tastes awful. Rogue effects? but it's good for you. It's not, probably. Yo, Gouda effect. Last night I had some smoked Gouda on a slice of pizza. Anything else? So yeah. You do need some money for this area, so hang on to at least, like, I think 150 GP. But let's buy some headgear here. I don't have a helmet for my lady friend. Did I not buy the spiky overalls? I did buy the power wrist, and I'll show you what that does. Let me introduce you to the status screen. Right now, you'll see that I have a strength of 22 on Nick D. But when I equip the power wrist, and it doesn't say this when you're buying the item, but it gives me 2 more defense than what I currently have, and it gives me 5 more strength, which I think just straight up translates to 5 more attack. So now my attack is 30. Let's check it on Jordy Pants. So she's got 15 strength, 19 attack. Oh wait, I already bought one for her. Let's just equip it here. KarmaJolt, excellent work at spreading the Gouda word, KarmaJolt. Happy belated birthday, by the way. Hey, thank you so much. 38, feels pretty good. So what did she have? Like, oops. She had like 19 attack. I equipped the power wrist on Nick D again when I meant to do it here. Now let's show her status screen. Yeah, attack 24. Strength went up by 5, and so did attack. Isn't that nice? So, did I buy any more equipment than that? She's got the Kung Fu dress, which is, like, awesome at this point of the game. I wonder if she can wear any sort of headgear. Just the Disgrace, my only daughter. Have we learned Mana's secret yet? Oh yeah, a couple times. She cannot equip the Rabbite cap. I think I was supposed to buy, like, a ribbon for her at some point for her headgear, but, like, whatever. It's like a 2 defense increase that she could have gotten. Alright, let's buy the spiky suit. It was a rope, apparently. Jordy Pants, it was. That was the secret of Mana. I'm equipping this on boy character, on Nick D here. 3 more defense for that. Okay, not that great of a deal, but it's fine. Let's go to this room, Baston. Where are you in the storyline? Oh, very early on in the game. So, essentially what happened was this guy pulled a sword out of a stump, and the villagers are like, "You idiot, you were not supposed to do that, because the legend says whoever does that, if anyone does that, the village will explode, and maybe we should have told you that at some point." So, then they banished him from the village, and then he met some knight that was like, "Hey, you have the Sword of Mana, you have to restore it and fight evil." And he's like, "Okay." Then we run into this girl who's like, "My boyfriend was sent off to die in a meaningless war. Can we go save him, perhaps?" And we're like, "Okay." So then we go to do that, and she's like, "Oh, there's like a thing in the middle of the woods that's blocking our path. We need an axe for that. Let's go find some dwarves." And now we're here. We were like, "Okay. Let the village explode. They're a bunch of jerks." Just the Disgrace? You're right. I like this game, but Seiken Densetsu 3 is peak. Yes, the sequel to this game, which is now known as Trials of Mana. But yeah, welcome everybody. I have a pretty bad headache today. And it's not because I went out drinking too much last night. I had 1 beer at skee-ball, and we crushed, by the way. But, like, I don't know, something about the weather changing so dramatically around here a lot lately. Step right on in, it's the Dwarf Village's world-famous exhibit hut. I love exhibits and huts. It'll be 50 GP. Yeah, let's pay it. I got $1, $2, $3. Great summary. Thanks. Thanks, Calix. Genavieve B says she can't show up till her lunch break. Oh my gosh. The show's just starting. You did great at birthday skee-ball? That's exciting. Yo, Jordy Pants. Yeah, we won our first 5 games. She'll be here, Jordy Pants. First, cast your eyes on this Rabiteman, the Rabbite Man, the only one in the world. Hiding cause I'm smoking. Welcome. Take 1 Rabbite and 1 man, and it's Rabbite Man. Cool. That, Doesn't look any different from like a normal rabbite. Hey, you, pipe down. I will. And now, presenting an actual and very rare sprite child. This one's for real. The other one is fake, but this one's not.
Boo-hoo-hoo. Won't you please help me?
Yes, folks, it's pure tragedy. Weep as you hear his story. Sure, everyone in the chat weep, okay? Spam the weep emoji. This poor child has a 50,000 GP debt to pay off. It's here, working off the debt bit by bit. Oh, please, gentle people. Please help it. Even 100 GP will help. I think you have to do this in order to advance the plot. Thank you for the weeping, everybody. Karma's channel is just him cycling through the same 8 games, lol. Jordy Pants? I'm in the middle of 8 games right now. Oh, joy, thank you. I'll take that. Thank you so much. Yeah, the sprite's voice has got to be Meowth, probably. A priest, a bishop, and a rabbit walk into a bar. The rabbit looks around and says, I think I might be a typo. Uh-huh. I'm just kittens, KJ. I know, Jordy Pants. Admittedly, yes, I have played this game a few times already, and recently. The sprite child has a gambling debt. Simon D? I just helped them pay it off. Well, how was that? What an actor I am. That guy was even crying. Yeah, he was sobbing in the chat. Well, I wasn't too bad myself. Ha! We're going to make a fortune. Off of this one person. Aye, did you overhear what we just said? Enable him. Please, forgive us. This child really is a sprite child. I'm more of a 7-Up guy. Yeah, just a disgrace. We were making the same joke at the same time. It used to live in the Sprite Forest, but a flood of Sprite brought it here. I thought I'd help it earn the money to return home. Good idea, huh? Hey, you have to apologize too. Oh, harumph. Okay, I was wrong. That's how you apologize. You start with the harumph. I'm ashamed of myself. I'll return your money. He gave me $150 back. Look at that. Sorry. Didn't mean any harm. Oh, I did the voices wrong. I like DP, says Jordy Pants. Yes, I am. Mix that with a little bit of whiskey. That was nice. If I had 7-Up, I want vodka in it. Not a vodka guy myself, I gotta say. You can hear rumblings from somewhere even deeper than here. Sounds like digging. Oh, you know what I was supposed to do? Is meet the blacksmith. Captain Morgan and Dr. Pepper. Simon D, not sponsored, but I do love me some spiced rum. Barks root beer. Avis Barks is underrated. Say, show me that sword. It's covered with rust. It'll break in no time. I'm Watts. Let me lick the rust. Sure. Here's $100. Okay, good thing I accidentally did that in the reverse order, because if I had done this first, I wouldn't have had enough money to donate to the show. It's done. I've never... Wait, hold on. What voice should he have? He's got like a General Jelly Jiggler kind of voice. I've never seen a sword as fine as this in my life. Hey, I hope someday I can forge such a splendid sword. Huh? What on earth? My hammer has started to glow. I don't know if that should be his voice. Wait just a minute. That must be the Sword of Mana. Astonishing. Perhaps the power of the Mana Sword has seeped into my hammer. Great. I think I'll try and make an axe with this. Come back in a while, Jordy Pants. With the cool $2 saying, I'll donate to the show. Hey, Jordy Pants, thank you so much. Since you're the first donation, you can tell me what weapon to use in this next fight. I have a sword, a spear, and punches. Actually, I don't know if I can use the punches now that I'm thinking about it. Come back in a while. Oh, it's an earthquake. Sword, says Jordy Pants. What on earth? Good, and I'll switch to Jordy for it, too. Something's coming. We got teleported down here. Suddenly, this formation of stalagmites on the ground is blocking our access to the center of the room. And there's a crazy enemy. Whoa, his name is Tropicalo. How do I know that? Because I've played this game before. But there's no way to know that without, like, targeting him with a spell or something like that. Actually, wait. Is there a way for me to find out this guy's name? Let me try this, actually. Yes, okay. Brambler is the name of his appendage. Well, yeah, you wouldn't know this thing's name unless you specifically did what I just did there and used the AI targeting app to point to this dude's face. And yeah, basically the way this battle works is like you gotta wait for him to come out of his spiky shell. Then you punch him, but he'll like throw a pumpkin at you that bounces a lot. And you can outrun it. But like eventually it explodes on you, if you know what I mean. So you just keep slashing him every time he pops out and opens his face. I could charge up my attack here. Oh, I hit him twice. And you can hit the Brambler. I don't know if there's a reason to do that. Oh, okay, it makes it like retreat, basically. But those bombs aren't doing too much damage to me. Perhaps they would if I... Whoops, I ran into his thorns. He's almost dead. Maybe they would if I didn't get that armor upgrade. But, like, I didn't even fully upgrade my armor. About to make pumpkin pie, a scene. Yo, Nascendo with the cool $4. Hey, thank you so much. We got 6 squats to go, everybody. I always charged up before I hit the main guy, says Kevin Smith, to do good damage. And a secondary hit. Yeah, the thing is, when you're charging your attack, you slow down. Your movement is slowed down. And it makes it harder to dodge that pumpkin, but you're probably right. I should have done that.
Thank you very much. I didn't need your help.
Hey, sorry about that. Oh my gosh, the dialogue in this game is so bad. Off to work, good luck. Yo, Nascendo, thank you so much. Everyone spam the pants in the chat for Jordy Pants and the something video game related for Nascenda. NFC, I see you as well. So this is one of those games that kind of like the prequel to this game, Final Fantasy Adventure, which is called Final Fantasy even though it's technically not a Final Fantasy game. This game and the prequel both had to have its translation condensed, I would say. Basically, Ted Woolsey, the guy who translated this game, is like, yeah, I had to take like every 4 lines of dialogue and cram them down into one, and that's why the dialogue in this game sucks. Side order, what's going on? Dialogue is a bit forced at times. Yeah, and a lot of it is just like, hey, what? Oh no, and stuff like that. Like, that'll be an entire conversation. You sounded like our Canadian friend Megaharv when you said sorry. Jordy Pants? That's what I do sometimes. I sound like Megaharv occasionally. Cameron Rice.
This child received such a shock from drifting here it lost all its memories. It really is a nice child. It plays tricks on people sometimes, though. I'm 46.
Is the translation better in the new version? Psymonkey? I don't know. I never played the remake of Secret of Mana. He has forgot the aboot. The aboat. Yes, side order.
Come on, old-timer, give me a break. Take it easy. Tropicalo broke out of a sealed palace. There must be a way into it.
Yeah, and like this line of dialogue does not make sense if you go through that entire boss battle without trying to target him. You wouldn't know what he's talking about. You'd be like, Tropicalo? What is that? Possibly the thing I just fought, I guess? But this game does that quite a few times, where they mention the name of a monster without telling you what they're talking about. Final Fantasy Adventure actually got at least 2 remakes, maybe 3. Yeah, Nascenda, Sword of Mana on the GBA. Remake is not great, TBH. Yeah, Calyx, that's what I've heard.
Your memory might return if you receive some power from the Mana Seed.
Or some medical treatment, I don't know.
What? Really? I'll go now. Right now. Not alone. The palace was buried. There must be tons of monsters by now. Would you be so kind as to accompany this sprite to the palace?
No.
Oh, please.
No.
Oh, please.
No.
Oh, please.
Well, he said please. She G on my B till I A. Genevieve B, oh my gosh. Genevieve B, that's right, Jordy Pants.
Now don't you get in the way, brother.
I am Jordy. What is this dialogue? I know I was just explaining why it's bad, but it's bad.
Okay, say, why don't you name me too? That'll make it easier on you.
Please name this little sprite. Nicholas D wanted me to name this guy Nick the Frenchie. How would I abbreviate that into 6 letters? Why didn't you name him Nick France? I could just put the name. You know what? Let's just put France. This is France. France, even. And French, yeah, Nick of France? What kind of name is that? French, obviously. Well, let's go. France joined. Oui. And let's talk to this guy because he gives you something important. Good luck. You can get to the palace by way of a hole over there. But there's a lava field which Elena made to seal the palace. First, you have to go to Elena's castle and ask her to dissolve the seal. Elena used to be a good witch, but she's not anymore. Go north to the haunted forest, find her castle, and ask her to open the seal. Here are a bow and infinite arrows we found along with the little one. Take them. Received Chobin's bow and arrows. Great. We got a new hole, says Silvertongue Saint. Oh my gosh. Oui, all of France is on my team now. Yes, vive la France. That reminds me, Watts the blacksmith was looking for you during that boss battle that you just had. So yeah, if I hit select, I can switch characters. I can switch who is the leader right now. And this France comes equipped with a boomerang. I could also equip this bow, which has 1 more offense. So let's do that. But yeah, this is the palace that they're talking about. We cannot get in here yet, even if I shoot the lava. But there's this crazy orb thing here. What's this crystal orb do? I don't remember this dialogue.
Elder said the witch used it to seal off this palace. We have to get her help.
Okay. So yeah, I guess if you like punch it or something, you get that line of dialogue. That gives you a hint about what to do next. Today is like my last day of class like ever. Ping Penguin, tell us about that. You graduating? Good for you. It's a crazy feeling. I know exactly what you're talking about. Anyway, let's go find our friend Watts. And now that we have 3 party members, this like opens up the part of the game where like sometimes if there's a thing in this game where like if any of your party members get like separated from you in such a way that they can't follow you, like here. Like, look, you see how my party member, you see how France is up on that cliff? I cannot scroll the screen to the left since France is like stuck on part of the screen to the right. So I can't go up this staircase to my left until I regroup. And that's gonna happen a ton in dungeons, especially if you're playing multiplayer. Or if your AI is being particularly dumb, I guess. I like the music. Yeah, Genevieve B, it sounds festive. It really does. Did Toriyama work on this game? Nintendo Fan Club? I don't think so. But they did work on Chrono Trigger and a lot of the Dragon Quest games.
Well, I tried making an axe, but it's no good. Wonder why. Got a boomerang, huh? Wait, I know. Try holding this axe.
It's giving Animal Crossing? I a little bit hear it. Yeah, okay. I heard it for a second.
That's it. Mana power in these weapons doesn't work until you hold them. Until you hold them. This axe is mighty special. You can even smash a boulder with it. Boulder? Hardly even smashed her.
Take it with you for $100. Sure, yeah, good thing Tropicalo gave me like $80 or something.
There should be more mana weapons to find. Bring them to me. They need to be forged to release any mana received by the orbs, and only I can do it. Now, let me show you a shortcut. Follow me this way in the most awkward way possible, where one of you follows, then waits for the other two.
Yeah, now I'll get rid of my stalagmites. And by the way, everybody, I learned this from the Magic School Bus. The way you can remember stalactite from stalagmite is that stalactite has a C in it for ceiling, and those are on the ceiling. Stalagmite has a G in it for ground, and those are on the ground. Thank you, Magic School Bus. You made us all a lot smarter.
This will make it a lot easier for you. It's a mnemonic device, so you can remember between a stalactite and a stalagmite.
Well, I stalagmite remember it in that case. I'm so funny. You should like and subscribe. Anyway, let's buy some armor and stuff for this child that has, like, grass equipped. What'll it be? I could get another power wrist. Oh, no, I can't. I don't have any money. Let's, like, sell some stuff, I guess. Slick Zion, welcome. Love me a good Miss Frizzle adventure. Yeah, let's, like, go through, like a cow's intestines or something. Gavin the Shapeshifter. Remember playing this on the Wii? Interesting. I didn't know... Yeah, I guess it could have been on the Wii. I didn't consider that. Yo, Nintendo fan club with the cool €1. Everyone spam that the NFC in the chat. And we got 7 squats to do. Let's do those. After I sell some items. I'm gonna sell this bandana that I no longer need. I don't think anybody but the boy can equip that. I could be wrong, but like, whatever. No need to find out. Oh, I have a chain vest that the sprite can equip. I'm gonna keep the overalls for no reason. Let's sell 1 elbow pad. Okay, so let's see what I can do here. I have some equipment that I can some hand-me-downs here. Okay, chain vest adds 3. You can get an elbow pad for another 2. Let's get him some headgear. Or a helmet of some sort. What game is this? Slick Zion. This is Secret of Mana for the Super SNES system. Yeah, this is Secret of Mana, and I'm playing it on the SNES Classic. Because... Oh yeah, 5 defense from that Rabite cap. That's actually very efficient. Asim, I got pasta and hot dog. Yo, Genevieve B, you got hot everything. Oh my gosh. Because I said that I would play through every game on the SNES Classic in 2025. Hello, it is I, the Frenchie. Yo, Nick the Frenchie, I named a whole ass character after you. Look, this is... I couldn't quite abbreviate your name. So this is France. They're level 1. We just added them to the party. And before we do squats, let's edit the window type to, the one with the pipes. Let's do that. And we'll give it this, like, is there just, like, a solid background that I could do? That one's fine. Let's do, like, a crazy green color. Nintendo Fan Club with another cool Euro? Hell yeah. Nintendo Fan Club, I just edited the window color for you. Hey, let's do, you know what? Let's do 9. Let's do 9 reps. Just because I'm feeling pumped. Thank you so much. Everyone spam NFC times 2, as seen in the chat. I put my weights too close and I couldn't scooch my chair back. Ready? Let's do 9 squats. I'm wearing shoes for this too. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, guys, please stop. Spam Euro. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more in case I counted wrong. Hey, thank you so much, everybody, for the cool donations. And... oops, wait, no, it's just a single 9. Remember to hydrate, Johnny Doe. How are you? Alright, let's get out of here and maybe level up this level 1 character to, like, I don't know, level 4. I'm so broke, I don't even spam E. That's the euro. That's the euro symbol. Oh, and what's also cool is that now, we have a very easy way to access the dwarf village. Is there a... does it have a name? But now we can just take this back entrance, and there's a Nico here in case we need any sort of more expensive items. I should change this color. It is hard to read that dialogue. Or is it just me? Let's do, let's make it a little bluer. Actually, what does all the way blue look like? Oh, yeah, that's, like, fine. Ooh, that's blue as heck. Alright, that might be a little bit better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Ow, my eyes, says Fighter. Gotcha. Ooh, that neon green is awful for dialogue. Yeah, cool otherwise, though. Like, I would wear some sunglasses of that color. I did all hard work early, so now I'm just gonna bust out the easy stuff before lunch. Then I do more easy stuff. Oh my gosh, Genavieve B, I'm proud of you. Yeah, saving the easy stuff for last. That is the opposite of what I did in, like, high school when I had homework. Lexi Wolf, how was my B-Day? It was amazing because it was more like a Genavieve B day. And she was like, all day, we're just gonna do whatever you want. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's get pizza. She was so sweet, too. Fantastic weekend. And she took me to dinner at a Greek place. And I had lamb, which, for some reason, I don't know. It just hits the spot, y'all. Okay, yeah, did you see my idiot AI getting stuck behind these rocks and that lily pad? So I had to, like, switch manual control to bail him out. Oren Strickland. Welcome. Johnny Doe, yeah, me and Genevieve B been dating for a while. I love you. Ah! Genevieve B. That's how she always says it. But yeah, Lexi Wolf, thank you for asking. I turned 38 on Sunday, everybody. Everyone spammed the burning hearts in the chat for Genevieve B. Where's Molly? Nintendo Fan Club, she might be napping right now. She has been having... Oh, France reaches level 2. She's been having some health issues. And they're kind of concerning. But she just got like a... I don't know. She's been having low iron lately, so she just got an iron infusion, which should finally help. But for now, it's like, she's like, oh man, my vision is wobbly. And I'm like, ooh, I understand that one. I relate to that. Jordy, you heading out? Hey, thank you so much for being here. And for the cool 2 Jordys donation. Alright, folks, gotta head out. Have the bestest day, friends. Gonna do it. Fun fact, the reason the mono resource for magic is the color blue was popularized by this game. Slick Zion? You gotta explain that fun fact. Oh, it's because I made my dialogue window blue. Yeah. Noob Adventures. Where's Gen B? She's in the chat. So, like, what we're supposed to do next is go to LNA's castle. Now that we have an axe, we can slice through the, that barrier that looked like skulls that we couldn't get through before. The one that we were like, we need an axe to chop this down. Could have just used a bomb. Oh yeah, and by the way, we have an axe. I'll show you that. It is not as powerful as the sword, huh? And what I should do is get a little bit of money so I can upgrade my weapons. I meant to show you that too. I too use axes to destroy skulls. Just a disgrace? I know, but you need to knock that off at 3 in the morning. I'm trying to sleep. Do you like Roblox? Nintendo Fan Club? Never played it. And also, no. I don't know, maybe I would if I tried it, but like, I heard that it is... How do I say this? A lot of predatory people on Roblox. And that scares me. Of course, I probably could just play it, you know, on a private server. And that would fix that problem. Graf Zeppelin, what's going on? Report, block, switch lobbies. Yep, uh-huh. I mean the OG Roblox, like 10 years ago. I honestly don't even know if I would recognize it if I saw it. I'm not sure what Roblox looks like. I have named a couple Pokemon characters after Roblox, though. Not Pokemon like my Pokemon character, like my trainer. Candy. Cool, we got free items. Ah, Gaia's Naval says SC Colts fan 82. This is gonna sound weird, but I had a dream last night about Peyton Manning. But yeah, welcome. I don't know how you'll feel about me being a Saints fan. It happens. Does it? I can't argue with that now. It has happened, at least. But everyone knows Eli is the GOAT, you know? Welcome, welcome. Spookman, what's up, Karma? Any more SNES Classics I need to play? Also, did you play Hagane? I named my son Peyton, says SC Colts fan. It's a cute name. The Peyton that I like these days is Peyton Pritchard on the Boston Celtics. Greetings from Mexico, says Enigma. Hola. Why are you in Mexico? Where are you at exactly? I was in Monterrey a year or two ago. I am well aware of Hagane. I did look it up and watch some videos about it. I think SNES Drunk did like a video about like, here are some underrated SNES games, and that was on it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta look this up. Haven't played it yet though. Oh fudge, greetings from Amsterdam, by the way. Yes, Pritchard, Genevieve B. I knew you'd hear that part. Yeah, so I talk about this game all the time. I've already streamed through it, I think, 3 times. But none of those were on the SNES Classic. And again, I said for this year, for 2025, that I would play through every game on the SNES Classic. And this game's on it. So I'm like, we're doing it again. France reaches level 4. Yeah, let's get him to like level 5 before we do anything. And get his weapon skill up. 2x that I remember, says Simon Diamond. Yeah, maybe it was only twice, but still. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking of Earthbound. That might be the game that I've already streamed 3 times. We lost last night, so if we want to survive, there's no more room for error. And, yeah, Jason Tatum is out. He had to be carried off the court. Did not look good. I love Earthbound. Says Just a Disgrace. I know, me too. Hagane is hard but amazing, but pretty expensive, says Spookman. Yeah, I can't imagine I'll be playing it on actual hardware. Or, I don't know, maybe I'll get lucky and find a copy for cheap. Simon D, yeah, okay. Thank you. Genevieve B, you gonna complain about the refs? Oh, I've been there. As a Saints fan. Lorenzo, welcome. But yeah, Colts fan. How long you been a Colts fan? Okay, OBS, did we reconnect? Did we reconnect? Quick guns, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. With that missed pass interference call, exactly. I got over it pretty immediately, but I will never get all the way over it, you know? Lag, yeah, sorry everybody. Yeah, and when that happens, I lose like a good half of my viewers, so thanks YouTube or internet or whatever it is. Anyway, yeah, Colts fan, I was gonna say, how long you been a Colts fan, if you're still here? Asim, yes, welcome back. And I've gotten the bow to level 1. Ooh, I can shoot over this little wall here to hit my bee friend. You are my bee friend. Maybach, welcome. Let's get maybe one more level up. And while I'm at it, let's level up one more weapon for the sprite. Oh yeah, and I guess I failed to mention that the rusty sword was upgraded to the broadsword. That's what we paid $100 for. And so now this weapon is level 2. I should really give that to this dude and then maybe equip the spear on the sprite here. On France. At Nick, what's up, buddy? Good to see you here again. Are you keeping a tight butt? Slick Zion? With all the squats we've been doing on this channel, you bet. Broadsword can only be used by broads. Yeah, just a disgrace. I think there's a joke like that in Munchkin, where the broadsword can only be used by the lady characters, and the gentleman's club can only be wielded by males. Jordy's weapon skill up. Axe reaches level 1. Let's see what she can do with it. I think the level 1 axe attack is just fine. Oh wait, no. The level 1 axe attack sucks, but the level 2 is good. Because it's another attack where you run straight up to the enemy. You dart straight up to the enemy, stop for a second, do something dumb, then swing your weapon. So let me see if I can show you that. Yeah, she runs straight up, swings her axe around like this, then lets it rip. But the level 2 attack is great, so we'll get there eventually. Yeah, I'm just leveling up right now, because I like this game. A gentleman's club. That's right, quick guns. Anyone ever played Munchkin? Fairly popular board game. Well, it's like a card game that comes in a box set, you know? Nick the Frenchie, I'm glad you're here. I have it, says Calix. Yeah, I have, I think, normal Munchkin and then like the Cthulhu version. A club like the weapon, yes, Nick the Frenchie. But the joke is that a gentleman's club is also like a bar with lady dancers. Oh, cool, a bomb. Let's all stand near it. Kill the monster, steal the treasure, stab your buddy. Yeah, that game involves a lot of backstabbing. My butt feels tight, that's all that matters. Slick Zion? Great. Buzzbee gets whacked. And by the way, that's what it says when you critical hit an enemy. Enemy name gets whacked. I may have played Munchkin one year at my local anime convention sometime between 2011 and 2014. Oh yeah, it was definitely popular back then, Avis, so that makes sense. Because of all the squats that I've been doing on stream, I have been getting a lot of compliments on the booty lately. I'm just saying. From my guy and my gal friends. Prove it, Nick. Now this looks charming, says Compose My Life. It is! This is Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo. And it's a great game that hasn't aged well, but it's still somehow fun to play. And by that, I generally mean that, like, the dialogue in this game is stilted and curt and confusing. Or uninformative, I should say. The combat mechanics are frustrating and janky at times. But oh my gosh, you can play with 3 people, and that's awesome. And it's, other than that, just a cool action RPG. That, like, it's got great music. The movement is nice, at the very least. It's fun to play with friends, especially. I liked playing it with you, says Genavieve B. Should we do it again? And it has some great ideas about it, like the upgrading the weapon system is pretty darn cool. Like, for example, from Tropicalo, that boss that we defeated, that, like, plant boss, he dropped a Spear's Orb, and what we can do with that is upgrade our spear weapon for $200 at Watts, with our friend Watts. And now, instead of having the normal spear, I have the heavy spear. Ninja, what's going on? Sure, this weekend, Genevieve B, I would love that. Played this game with my younger siblings like 10 years ago. It was cool, I missed them. Just the Disgrace? Yeah, I played it with my older brother. When you say you missed them, would you like to elaborate? No pressure. But yeah, I played this a lot with my brothers. Let's look up some weapon/magic levels. We don't have any magic yet. But when you just get a new weapon, it'll be level 0. No special properties on this weapon, but the broadsword, since we've upgraded it once... Look at that! It has a property about it that says raises agility and evade percentage. That's pretty cool. The heavy spear doesn't have anything interesting about it. But, like, eventually you'll get weapons that are like, oh, raises strength by 2 points, or raises defense by a little, or raises critical hit rate, and that's all cool and stuff. For now, we've only got one weapon that has any sort of special property, and it's the sword. Any game that has a boomerang as a weapon is cool. Compose My Life, you would love the Dragon Quest games. Possibly Breath of Fire. What else? What else has a boomerang as a weapon? Mother 1, the prequel to Earthbound. Okay, so let's, like, upgrade our weapons and armor and stuff. Let's get one more power wrist, because that gives a lot of offense. One more spiky suit. And I think I could buy a ribbon from Nico. I'm not here kidding. Yo, P. Abayada? Welcome. Okay, so where do spiky suits at? That's 13 right there. And then this power wrist gives 2 additional defense and 5 strength, which is 5 offense. And at this point in the game, that's a lot. Yo, Ping Pang, thanks for showing up. I'll see you soon. Let's go to the inn. Oh, Mother, I played. It was really good. Compose My Life? Yeah, the prequel to Earthbound.
One night, just 15 GP. Wanna stay?
Yeah, you bet I do. I love that they immediately wake up at 6 a.m., stand on the bed, and give a hell yeah. Unfortunately, I'm on lunch, so I'm going to have to go back now. Oh, Cameron Rice, thanks for showing up, though. Whew. Yeah, definitely got a weird headache today that I just, like, feel a little pressure in my head, and I'm seeing spots, so reading is hard right now. But I'm also seeing squats. So thanks for being here, everybody. Heh, KJ stole my nickname for Ping Pang. Yeah, Avis, it's a good one, thank you. A headache because you're weird? That's it! Just the Disgrace, that's why I get headaches. It's because of all the weirdness. And for the record, I had the headache before I turned on this interesting lighting, so it doesn't have anything to do with my lights. Or, I don't know, maybe it does. but I'm gonna be stubborn about it. I could just, like, turn them off. Stream in the dark. Boom. Yeah, how's that? Is that better, everybody? Have you drank enough water? No, just a disgrace. Hydrate or dihydrate? Hydrangea or didrangea? Good boy, says just a disgrace. You... Just a disgrace. Thank you. Anyway, let's go to the woods and fight a witch or something. What a dynamic. Genevieve B? Did you know the sun is great? Nick the Frenchie? Yeah, especially if you're a plant and you're photosynthesizing. I was outside earlier today. I went on a short walk to the coffee shop to get myself a cappuccino. Nice and sunny out. Got me some vitamin D. Love the sun. Genevieve B. Let's go to the beach and do some tanning. And some swimming. And some snacking on some Cheez-Its or something. Because when you go to the beach, you have to have Cheez-Its. When you go to the beach, what snacks do you bring? For me and my family, it always used to be like iced tea, like Nestea. I don't know if that's still a brand, but it was kind of like Brisk. So we'd bring iced tea, canned, Cheez-Its, and Vienna Fingers. The little sandwich cookies that are like Oreos but more vanilla. Nick D's weapon skill up. Sword reaches level 2. Let me show you that one. That's another one where you kind of run up and stop in front of your enemy before you hit them. So they just have a chance to hit you. So the sword is one of the few weapons where the level 1 attack animation, at least, is way better than the level 2 animation. With most other weapons, it's the other way around. Teriyaki beef jerky, says Simon D. Alright, that's a good one. Trying to set up a beach date for June 7th. I love that, Genevieve B. Have fun, everyone. Gotta go. But I'll leave you with this. Tell your friends I'm great. Yo, Slick Zion, I will. Slick Zion, legitimately great. From what I've seen of Slick Zion, they great. Poked! Yeah, iced tea or lemonade, says Ninja Ninja. Some sandwiches, fruits, trail mix. Oh, baby, you got a stew going. Maybe some coffee in a thermos, because I love the beach. I'm sorry. In a thermos, because I love it. Are always good things to bring to the beach. You bet. So I think I can buy a ribbon from this guy. I might have been able to get it cheaper somewhere else, but I don't know. Yeah, it's 110 here. I could buy a barrel. Chocolate is 60 bucks here. Let's buy one. Let's buy 2. So yeah, Nico is like kind of like a convenience store, right? He sells stuff for higher prices, but you find him in places where you might need to buy a lot of items. Yo, Nicholas D with the cool 20 Swedish krona. Everyone spam the D. Snack on this. I gotta work. Yo. Snack OM. Obviously, he means snack of mana. That's what that stands for. But yo, thank you so much. Let's do 2 squats for that at some point. Nicholas D, pick my car. You want the Luna Bomber? And then, you know, this guy is also convenient in that he will save your game for free. Meow, busy travelers. I'll even save the game. Yeah, let's save. Let's save it in another save slot. Why not? And I should mention that both the sword and the axe can cut through certain flowers, like these flowers, but not the thorns. Nothing cuts through those. That's one of those things that I've played this game so much that, like, I almost failed to mention it because it's just something that is like, oh yeah, that's obvious to me because I've played the game before a million times. Can I pick your weapon? Use the glove. Yeah, you got it, Nick D. I will use the glove with the goil. Spike knuckle. Take that, Blat. So yeah, when I came here last... Whoops, there's a dude here. We got to this weird structure. We won't be able to cut this without an axe. Yeah, and that's exactly what we said. That's exactly what we said. So, let's briefly equip the axe on my sprite character and chop this thing down. Boom. And now we can progress through the forest. Boxing glove, says Asim. And if we go this way, by the way, we'll find some other stuff that we don't really need to interact with. What is this way? I think there's like a back entrance. Oops, I got moogled. Oops, that's really bad. These enemies are kind of tough, and I shouldn't be messing with them right now. Because this eye, not only can it moogle you, but it will spawn these archer dudes, which are super annoying just because they can outrange you, you know? France reaches level 6. That's very convenient because it heals your HP when you level up. I don't know if you've leveled up before. Genavieve B, thank you. Okay, so I did at some point need to go this way to activate this, like, alchemy circle or something and make it so that the mountains would connect. It's a good thing we weren't standing over there, or not one of us was... We didn't have someone standing in between that little gap. Oh, yeah, and you may have just noticed that my friend, Jordy, who has 69 HP, picked up a dude and slammed him on the ground. That's just like a thing that'll happen every now and then if you're equipped with the Knuckles weapon. The Knuckles, excuse me. But when you slam an enemy like that, it does nothing. It does 0 damage. I mean, it moves them up and down and stuff, but it doesn't deal any damage. Isn't that crazy, Genevieve B? P. Abayada, this is Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo. Genevieve B said hi. Equip the body spray. Secret of Super F-Zero Mana. That's it, yes. You got it. Nicholas D. More like Knuckles D, because I'm punching people and kicking them. Jordy did a German suplex. Okay, yeah, so I did have to go the way I went before. It wasn't just like a back entrance that I unlock later. Why is there so many people up in the lunchroom? Genevieve B? Probably because they want to see you. They're like, oh, I heard our favorite streamer, Genevieve B, is in the lunchroom for today. Yeah, and here's like a little post between like a big old gap. And you can interact with this later, but you need the whip. Which is a thing from the previous game. Final Fantasy Adventure. Imagine because it's lunchtime. Mega Bubble? Could be that. But Blat gets whacked. Get whacked, get Blat. Y'all don't know me like that. I'm on lunch break too, says Christopher R. Samesies. No, I'm not. I'm working right now. This is what I do. Balloon level 0, one of my favorite spells in the game, is that you can put a balloon on someone. And while they're ballooned, they just stand there. In awe of the balloon that they have been gifted, I suppose. Working, Karma, living the dream. I kind of am, Selvala, and thank you for helping me do that. It's because they're lightheaded, just a disgrace. I never put that together. Balloon equals budget paralyze. Yes. Yes, that is what the balloon does, is that it essentially stops you in place. It stuns you for a moment. Let's cut down these flowers. And use the knuckles for Nick D. Bah! Chobin Hood gets whacked with a punch to the dome. I alt-tab a bit. Coffee and water, that's right, P. Abayada. Oh, this guy is a really dangerous enemy if you don't keep him stun-locked with attacks. He is a werewolf. You may have noticed that he likes to punch and kick. And he's kind of giving Jordy the business here. Ooh, I gotta heal, like, right now. Okay. She didn't die, but I have to use, like, 2 candies here. Because both Jordy and France lost a lot of HP there. Let me show you the level 2 sword attack while I'm here. Ooh, it almost didn't work. Because again, it's one of those attacks where you run straight up to your enemy, do a dumb thing for a second that leaves you vulnerable, then you swing your weapon. So I might actually want to change my action grid from some of my AI allies to, like, stay back a little bit. Money inside! Look at that! We got 34 GP, and gloves reaches level 1 for Jordy. So what's the level 1 glove attack? I forgot what it looks like. Okay, not nearly as bad as the others, because you run up to your enemy and then almost immediately attack. Dang it. I'm gonna give this guy a bow here. Actually, you know what? You know what I can use? Let's use the boomerang, because it's got some range on it, which I kind of need against these guys who would otherwise outrange me. Regular mushroom guy. Alright, easy enemy to fight. Boomerang's actually pretty good because not only is it ranged, but it pierces, so you can hit multiple enemies. I don't know, says Rogue Effect. Good. The secret of Mana is that she shops at Victoria's Secret of Mana. Kevin Vu? So many secrets, oh my gosh. Yeah, she looked good in Vicky's. You can kind of see it under her clothes there. She's showing it off a little bit. This guy with the arrows. Oh my gosh. I love VS, says Just This Race. You mean versus mode? Tell me about it. Yeah, I used to steal things from there all the time. With Athena Fox. They're okay. They got good sales every now and then. And like when I was in high school, I remember my GF at the time would get me the cologne from Victoria's Secret. The very sexy for him, I think is what it's called. You stole from where? Talking about Victoria's Secret, Genevieve B. Hey, a treasure chest. Chocolate. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, cologne, says Just the Disgrace. Just the Disgrace. Yeah, can you smell it on me? I don't have any cologne. Actually, don't know if I own any cologne. Ooh, we're in a castle with buttons. Yeah, let's open up the... Can I close it again? Nope. Oh my gosh, that gate to the castle entrance? When you open it, you permanently open it. You can't go back. I Spy gets whacked. That's that enemy's name, by the way. Okay, okay, okay. Let's reset my action grid on some of my characters here to not approach that much. Well, weird. She's not set to approach that much. And now I have to heal again. I've got 1 candy, but 3 chocolates. You diff have cologne. I told you to wear it when we went to that sushi place. Oh, Genevieve B, that's like a body spray. Does that count? Fishy, says Asim. Whoa, that chair started moving and attacking me first, and it wasn't me. Dang, they're hitting really hard. Alright, enemies. Alright, allies. Let's regroup over here. Polter chair gets whacked. I love that. Polter chair. Hardly newer chair. We should probably equip some good weapons. Alright, that's enough of the Knuckles. of the and knuckles. Let's use the heavy spear. That chair for sure was an evil chair. I didn't bring a fun drink for lunch, so I guess I'll just have water. Genevieve B, water's pretty good. I have like a protein shake thingy. That chair wanted you to have a seat. That's right. Moving chairs exist in real life, at least when you have a drink or two. Kevin Vu? Or if you're, like, injured. They're called wheelchairs. Or if you're at an airport. Or if you're disabled or something. Or if you're doing a very specific sport. I'm hoping some of my characters get level up soon here. There I poked him with like a low damage attack just to stun him. Let's do that. And go this way. Through this door. Oh my gosh, I am about to die. Can I take him with 20 HP, you think? Try to hit him off screen. Okay, let's heal up there. Those guys are gonna F me up, I think. I'm out of candy. Let's use a chocolate. Oops. That was lucky that I dodged. Oh, I closed the door and did not mean to. That button is in kind of an obnoxious spot if I want to fight this guy. Okay, France leveled up. That was kind of bad timing because I just used a chocolate on him, right? Let's try to get one for Jordy here. Not with the chairs. Thought I could outrange him there. I'm trying to level up Jordy so that she gets healed. Or get like a treasure chest drop with a candy in it or something. Oh, I got Moo Gold. I'm gonna wait over here. There we go. Cure water. Choban Hood gets whacked. Nice. Nice hit there. Yeah, Cure Water is a healing spell that we will eventually learn. Let's open this treasure chest with my friend, Nick D. The Moogle, that's right. 34 GP inside. Alright, not so bad. I'm like really low on supplies here. Even though it is not... It's non-canon now, I truly love Sword of Mana. Kevin Vu, that's like one of the, like, 3 GBA games that I own. It's not advantageous to be fighting on the stairs here. Oh, no, she died. Alright, that's fine. I do have 1 cup of wishes. You know what? And I think you can run into a Nico somewhere in this castle. So let's just go ahead and advance. Like it's Game Boy Advance. Watch, Jordy's gonna level up, like, right here. Yeah, wish that cup. Then get more supplies? Oh my gosh, just a disgrace. You give the best advice. Boomeranged. So yeah, unlike the bow and arrows, or later the javelin, the boomerang is a ranged weapon that can pierce. That is, it can hit multiple enemies with one throw, with one attack. Dang, that guy's super dangerous and annoying. Huh? Yeah, I'm a powerful NPC. What can I say? You can say that. That button did nothing? Why? Alright, I'm getting beat up a little bit. I thought I could open the doors to the jail down there. Oh, I missed. That guy took a ton of damage. Jordy's weapon skill up. Spear reaches level 2. Yeah, let's show you that. Oh, and she leveled up. That's great. Yeah, so that's one of those attacks where you do something dumb before you charge straight at the enemy and hit them. I don't know why that button does nothing. Finished my food and I'm still hungry. No, Genevieve B. Can I talk to these prisoners through the gate? No, we gotta find some other button somewhere, I guess. I don't know why that does nothing. Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm like right now. France has 1 HP there. Let's back off. Nice. Nicely done. I guess I'll use a chocolate. Should have put 2 hot dogs. Genevieve B. If I had $1 for every time I said that, I'd say it all the time. Whoa, I got a cup of wishes there. That's a huge find. This guy should be using the sword. Get whacked. Good. Treasure chests. Oh, cool, we found a bomb. Let's use that on our next enemy. Ah, I mishandled it. Let's go this way. Am I missing something here? Like, I feel like I should be able to come into this dungeon and progress, but... Wait, who am I even controlling right now? But I feel like I've run into multiple dead ends. These 2 enemies spawned closer to each other than they normally do. Shoot. Oh, he did shoot. He shot me. Is there anything over here? No. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong meter when I'm throwing my boomerang there. Alright, so let's backtrack. I don't remember there being, like, anything difficult about this dungeon. And I also don't remember that button not working, so I'm not sure what's happening here. Meter. Hardly knew it. When and where? Meter like scales. Yeah, I see. It's like a musical term. So this just brings me straight out, right? And there's nothing outside of the castle that I have to do. Jordy, quit getting stabbed. Yeah, these enemies are doing a ton of damage to me, too. Polter chair gets whacked. Let's whack this other one. Oh, you idiot. I was about to say, don't hit that chair until we're done with the previous one. Because they don't engage in combat until we hit them first. Stab things. Stab things. Oh my gosh. Jackie J was chanting that the other day. Oh, shoot. Getting really low on health here, which I love. Alright, let's charge up this boomerang. Other channel leaving work. Yo, P. Abayada? Thanks for being here. Love a Jackie J callback. Yeah, you bet. Oh, I thought I could hit that guy. Nick D's gonna die here, I think. Huh? Got lucky. Ooh, and he leveled up. That was a huge spike right there. What a lucky guy. I don't know why that's happening. Can I talk to one of these dudes? Oh, maybe I'm supposed to do this. I'm sorry. I could just open the gates from here? We've come to help, huh? Ah. Where's Dialogue? What? Maybe with the witch? It's hopeless. These guys seem like zombies. Just like the people in Pandora. You can bet the witch is behind this. Are you going to the witch's lair? They're super high right now. There you go, says Just a Disgrace. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of doing that before. Go up to next floor. When 3 people step onto platform, bridge. Platform, let's go see it. Yo, my friend Nico. Meow, I got caught, purr. Sorry, dog. Busy travelers, I'll even save the game. Yo, I've got 2,000 golds to spend. Okay, so now let's buy just like a ton of candy. I think you can only hold 4 at a time, is that right? Buy some of these. 200 for that. 300 for a couple of wishes, but like, I have the money for it, you know. 1,000 for a fairy walnut. Anything else? Nah, dog. Actually, let's use 1 candy here. On Jordy. And then buy another and save the game. That's not how I sound when I'm like that. What, when you get caught, Genavieve B? I know, it's not. Let's buy a candy. Maybe one of these? I don't know. Okay, I've got a ton of money, so like, why not? Be seeing you. Let's save the game. Oh no, I've been caught. Yeah, help me, step bro. I get giggly and loud. Yeah, that's how I love you, Genevieve B. Let's talk to these other people. Dang it. I was trying to talk to that soldier there, Wild Hunter. I've had thoughts on playing this. Is it a good game? Oh, that's such a tough question, Wild Hunter. I love it. It's a fun game to play, but there's a ton that you gotta forgive about it. Karma, behave. Karma been visiting them shady websites again? Yeah, like twitch.tv. Let's use the spear attack. 52, see ya. These guys might be free money if I just, like, stand over this gap and throw boomerangs at them. Ain't there a second part or a second game? Yeah, Wild Hunter. So this is Secret of Mana. It actually has a prequel. It's the sequel to Final Fantasy Adventure, or at least that's what the game was called in America. I believe it was called Mystic Quest in Europe, which is confusing because we had a different game that was called Mystic Quest that was unrelated to any of these. Rang? That's right. Yo, Cup of Wishes from that guy is a huge spike. So anyway, this is the sequel to Final Fantasy Adventure. Then there's another game after this called Seiken Densetsu 3, which is now known as Trials of Mana. And all of those are available on a collection called the Collection of Mana, which I have for the Nintendo Switch. I'm sure you can get it for other platforms. But I'm playing this on the SNES Classic. So yeah, there's a lot of mana games. Then there is Legend of Mana on the Sony PlayStation. Ooh, 2 level ups there. Look at that. Which I have on my Switch, and I meant to stream at some point. You've heard of Trials of Mana? Megamo, how are you? Welcome. Step ladder. Dang near killed him. I got Moogle's Kupo, yo, Nicholas D. Welcome to the club. The Gentleman's Club. It's for Moogles only. I want to say maybe there's something in that other room to the right, but let's take a look. There could be just like a treasure chest with 50 bucks in it or something. Oh, or a bunch of chairs. My friends. The chairs. Furniture. Damn near killed her. Oh, I critical hit him and he didn't die. He just tanked it. Trials of Mana is definitely one of the prettiest games on the SNES. Calyx? Yeah, I loved that game when I was younger. Like, when I was in 7th grade and I found out there was a sequel to Secret of Mana, I was like, I need to illegally download this and sit down and play it for hours all day. And I did, and it was great. Strong chair. Yeah, Just the Disgrace. That chair been doing squats. Oh, we still got 2 to go, by the way. Because of Nicholas D. Don't worry, guys. I got it. I've got a boomerang. She's just out of range with that spear stab. Keegan P, yeah, I was just talking about it. This is Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo. I'm playing it on the SNES Classic, and it's pretty good. It's fun to play, but it has so many, like old game problems. Like, the dialogue is bad. So, like, you will often get stuck and not know where to go if you've never played it before or you're not using a guide. Sometimes the mechanics and, like, just, like, hitboxes and stuff, super janky in this game. And, like, occasionally you'll just get stun-locked by enemies who just whack you over and over, you know? That said, if you can forgive a lot about the game, and you understand how old games like this operate, or if you've played it before, this game is a ton of fun to play, especially because you can play it 3 players. I cannot, because I'm playing it on the SNES Classic, and there are only 2 controller ports on this little machine. But on the original SNES... Oh, cool, wow. On the original SNES, Happy Yoshi, if you have the multiplayer adapter, you can play this game 3 players, and it's a blast. It's a trip. Good old days of playing SNES games on a keyboard, Calyx. Yeah, I relate. Still lurking? Says Genevieve B. Hardly lurking. Love you. Phew, what noisy little children. See what you get. What do I get? Did I win something? Ah! She went through that door without opening it or closing it. This is one of the most annoying boss battles coming up in the entire game because it's got a cat that will just knock you down as it pinballs all over the screen approximately this fast. That's my demonstration for you.
Allow me the pleasure of sending you to Thanatos.
Okay. Whoa, he blunk out of existence there. Diluc, Elene, what have you done with him?
What have I done? Well, I just sent him to the ruins in Pandora. For free. You're welcome. My magic doesn't seem to work too well, and I couldn't handle him. But Thanatos wanted him, so I sent him there.
Thanatos? Another character that I am introducing now in this conversation.
He's the head of a secret organization that intends to overthrow the kingdom. It's a very well-organized secret organization with a hierarchy and chairman. I guess you could call him the president. He doesn't have an official title.
How could you?
With magic, he's already dispatched most of the people in Pandora. All that's left is for Sir Thanatos, we call him Sir sometimes, he likes the authority, to storm the castle from the ruins. Sometimes I call him Daddy. Anyway, now you won't be so kind. Won't you be so kind as to feed yourself to my cute little Spiky? Bop, 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 bop. She beat her chest there. That's how you cast a spell. I love that she opens this gate to let her cat out, and then it's like, see ya, I actually came from the roof or something. Oh yeah, and that cat will eat you. That cat just like chomps you a little bit. But also he curls up into ball form and will bounce around and kick your ass. So, like, use candy, stay healed, stay thirsty, stay hydrated. It's the opposite of that. But yeah, this boss loves to knock you unconscious, excuse me. Or incapacitate you by, like, biting you and eating you. And it's hard to get your AI allies to dodge that attack because they're not that smart. Oh yeah, and occasionally he'll just go up on a platform like this and, like, maybe you can hit him with ranged attacks? But he'll hit you with ranged attacks. Okay, I can hit him with a boomerang at least. Let's briefly switch to the bow. Oh, and I was about to say shoot that guy, but I missed. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Oh, I critical hit him. But this is what I'm saying about hitboxes are janky in this game. Like, if I line up perfectly straight here, well, it hit there, but earlier it didn't. Nick D's unconscious. Let's give him a candy. That'll help him. And I just got grabbed by that cat's mouth. Don't mind me. Somehow escaped. Like, I don't know how attacks work. I've played this game a million times, and I still couldn't tell you why sometimes you just get hit by a dude that you're way far away from, and sometimes you don't. But, like any cat that you hit with a boomerang, it exploded. And it sounded like that, and it spread its cat guts everywhere, and now we need a shower again. Is that a tiger? Tiger? Nick DeFrenchie? Damn near killed her. Did you get the collection of mana? Yeah, Stephen A. Last time I streamed this game was off the collection of mana for the Nintendo Switch. Let's step on these panels, which clearly bring us back to the observatory. Look, she's got a skull candle with a purple flame and a scrying orb that is also purple. Some sort of beaker. Beaker. And a book? Damn, yeah, she's been doing some studying there. Oh, hey, our witch friend. Let's shoot her a bunch because she's clearly evil. Oh, she's like immune to arrows or something? Shriek, please forgive me. Okay, sure. Yeah, since you asked with a shriek. Sorry, the magical herbs that grow in this forest have withered. I've been trading the villagers for Thanatos' herbs. Oh, yeah, no, I get it. That's a valid excuse for trading people. Like, I needed herbs, so I traded a bunch of people into slavery, and some of them may have died. From now on, I'll simply be a normal elderly lady and live peacefully. Okay, yeah, no punishment for you for trading these people. As long as you promise to be nice from now on, we'll forgive the fact that you traded people for herbs to a guy who's like, I don't know, eating or killing the people or enslaving them. Yeah. No, it seems like you've learned your lesson. If you're looking for that other kid, he's at the ruins south of Pandora. You know, the place where I've been trading people to? I said Pindora instead of Pandora. That's how they say it, with their Pandoran accent. You can take what's in the treasure chest. I don't need it anymore. It's like a gun, probably. The orb in the underground palace? You need to use the magic of ice. But I don't have any more magical power left, because I traded all the people for all the herbs, then used all the herbs. Yeah, no, I promise to be good now. You can take what's in the treasure chest. I just posted a poll on my channel. The results would be interesting. About Secret of Mana versus Secret of Evermore. Gaming since the 80s? I will go vote. Found the whip! That's right. We can finally drive. The whip is important, and so is this 50 bucks. But with the whip, now we can do the thing that I was talking about earlier.
where we jump a gap with 2 posts. Happy Yoshi, you gotta go? Hey, thanks for showing up and clicking that like button. Oh no, Nick the Frenchie, what? Something about whips you don't like? Watch me whip, now watch me nay-nay. Genevieve B? No nay-nay-sayers on this channel. But yeah, someone had to make that joke, I guess. Almost forgot to hit the like. See ya. Yo, Happy Yoshi, I appreciate you. Asim, what? I'm sitting outside, it's so nice. I was outside earlier. Diluck is alive. I guess that's fine. Nick D, can you hear me? Come immediately to the Water Palace. It's Luca. Now what's the matter? I've gotta go. I'm going too. I'm worried about Diluck, but I can't save him alone. I'll go with you. In return, you can help rescue Diluck. Yippee! I'm coming along. You can count on me. Cool. Thanks for that. What happens if I use the escape rope now? Does that take me somewhere I want to be? You cannot use magic rope here. Yeah, by the way, Genevieve B, I don't know why I'm telling you this specifically, but I found magic rope. Just thought you'd want to know that. Jason Mel! Aha, you are live. Glad to be here to enjoy your company. I gave you the radio guy voice. You're welcome. Messing with Diluck will cause your luck to die. Oh, really now, says Genevieve B. I also have a whip, which, like, has some great... It's probably the best weapon in the game. If you're playing defensively. Because it's got awesome range, great speed, and it can hit multiple weapons, multiple enemies at a time, unlike the bow and arrows or the javelin. The javelin, however, gets some insane properties on it, and I love it. I'll show you later. Eventually, like, when you level up... So, we haven't gotten the javelin yet, but we will. Ooh, I got punch gloves! More boxing. So green now, says Nick the Frenchie. Same. The javelin, when you level it up, with Javelin's orbs, it'll get some really cool properties on it, like balloons enemies, or like puts them to sleep and stuff like that. And for that reason, the Javelin is very good. But only after you level it up a couple times. Okay, so now that I have a whip, obviously I can smack a post with it and, like, Indiana Jones my way over to the other side. But, like, it doesn't quite make sense because this post that I'm whipping is on the exact same height as me. Like, I'm only whipping straight across horizontally. So, like, how does that allow me to jump? Usually, when... the way Indiana Jones does it is he'll whip something above him so that he can swing from his whip, like he's using a grapple beam in Metroid Prime or something. I don't quite know how that makes sense. Like, maybe you pull on it before you jump across, but, like, in that case, why don't you just get a running start? Oh, I warped straight to the Water Palace. Strong arms. Yeah, Calyx, maybe that's it. It's just that my arms are stronger than my legs, so that's what allows me to get over there, Jonathan P. Ballooning effect being the best. Yeah, you're right. Came back for the vibes and the sweet, sweet 16-bit music scores. Yeah. Slick. Welcome back. I've always believed that all anime-based anything has lower gravity, allowing stronger / longer jumps. Nightwish, I see you as well. Always been interested in this game, but I never understood the bar thing at the bottom. Is it like stamina? Not quite. So if I attack or run with the A button, that little bar at the bottom will start counting up to 100% from 0. It's basically an attack or running cooldown. So until it gets to 100% and beeps again like that, I cannot do significant damage with my attack, nor can I run again. So think of it like a cooldown. But also, if you, like, attack, then hold the B button, after you get to 100 and the meter beeps, if you still have the button held, it will start to charge your weapon if you have the weapon levels for it. And I can show that off later. But for now, I gotta talk to my friend Luca. I'll restore you. Oh, I feel pretty freaking restored right now. Want to save the game? Yeah, yes, I do. Thanks, Luca. Undine, or perhaps it's Undine. Puff babes with whips? Why question that? I'm not gonna. The elemental of water lives in a cave behind a waterfall. It's east of the steps leading to this palace. You've got to find her. Her seal on this palace has failed, and I fear she is in great danger. Anyway, everybody, I am feeling real hungry, so I should get me some lunch. But before I sign off, let's do these 2 squats. Awesome. Thanks for taking the time to explain, yo. Nightwish, I appreciate you. Let's do 2 squats, everybody. Thanks, Nick D. Everyone spam the D in the chat. 1, 2, 8. Okay, I gotta go for now. Jackie J coming home pretty soon. So I might have to play some Minecraft or, you know, be a dad or something. But hey, thank you so much, everybody, for watching me play a little bit of Secret of Mana on the Super SNES system. Actually, since I'm playing on the SNES Classic, let me show you what it can do. So if I hit the reset button on the SNES Classic, and then I hit down here, I can take this game state that I've got right now and save a state with it, so that I can load this up at any point. I also saved another state here, but I love that the machine warns you, like, hey, by the way, if you load up a suspend point, the game's save data will be overwritten. So if I load up this file here, which was from a couple days ago, the save files will be changed, which is why at the end of most of my streams, I like to save a separate suspend point. So isn't that cool that the SNES Classic can just do that? I can also change the display to this little city background. Anyway, I'm done. I'll probably be back later tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me play some Secret of Mana. Until next time, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great, and I hope to see you soon.